out on the streets with my head in my hands. I've got no plans, only to see you again. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I like being kicked on the ground. I'm not that strong, but then I come to my senses. Yeah, I'm coming. You can feel my power, and I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel don't be afraid. Don't do that man with the scar on his face. It's a charade. It's just the way you've been living. Yeah! I'm coming. You can feel my power. And I feel what is real when she feels it. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel
Hi everyone, Dan here, and I just wanted to put a little snippet about AstroWorld and what we do because I want to start getting the word out because I think it's becoming more and more of a giant community, and I want to get the word out to some other people. So what we do at AstroWorld is We hold astrophotography chats on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we just talk astrophotography. Wednesday's more of a techie kind of advanced intermediate, and Fridays is more of a newbie kind of thing. So if you want to check us out, and if you want to, hang out with some semi-decent people that like to go off the rails a little bit and have fun while they're doing it, come check us out at astroworldweb.com, and you can check out the schedule, and you can sign up for all the free giveaways that we do. We just gave away an Eagle 4 Pro, an Optolong filter kit, Charles Brackenstein's books, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So come to astroworldweb.com, hang out with us, have a good time, and as always, remember to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
All right. Where did my color go? Got your head in the sand. You can't be in control using a powerful hand. I wanna be you, I wanna see you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. All right. Cat learns to ring a bell. Rat gets free from the maze. We can be taught to love. We've got to learn a new way. I wanna see you, I wanna be you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. I wanna be, I wanna see, don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. Push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Yeah, black and white and blue. You're going black and white on the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. on my telescope now. Damn, what's wrong with this thing?
Another lost Lone Ranger. Can I break this spell? Do one thing right, do I make you do things wrong? If I want that fine line, I will always take the fall. If I just do the left, watch you hit from the right. I sleep all day long, and then I'm breathing through the night. I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all of the stops. I've seen a lot of children with their parents in their hands. I've felt a lot of women refuse to understand. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take all your money and whatever else bring. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me.
Are you ready for the next solar eclipse? October, annular eclipse. Oh. Don't let your glasses fall off when there's a solar eclipse. You might hurt yourself. Let's try that again. Are you ready for the next solar eclipse? Are you ready for it? October 14th this year is an annular eclipse, followed by April, another total solar eclipse, and you can get your own branded AstroWorld telescope solar glasses made by American Paper Optics today on the website. AstroWorldTelescopes.com, or give me a call, 516-273-3771, and we can get you a set of 4 of these for $9.99. Come on down again, AstroWorldTelescopes.com, and keep imaging as long as you don't have a solar shade on. Keep educating. Thanks, guys. And we'll see you next time.
Seems to me that I have lost my friend. Got the sunset on the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must go back before it's too late. You're feeling alone. Time and space can never unfold. The holidays can ring in your fear. The ghostly embrace can only mean tears. And I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back for lands of blue. Oh, na 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 na. Sitting at the lake, I'm feeling confused, but I had my guitar, so I played this blues. But I'm afraid, what might be true, that I might never be back again. Seems to me that I've lost my friend.
It's gotta mean something. It's gotta. So here I am, out on the streets with my head in my hands. I've got no plans, only to see you again. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I like being kicked on the ground. I'm not that strong, but then I come to my senses. Yeah! I'm coming. You can feel my power. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel to that man with the scar on his face. It's a charade. It's just the way you've been living. Yeah! I'm coming. You can feel my power. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels it. And I feel what is real when she feels it. Yeah. And I And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me, yeah. And I feel
just playing. And there we go. Now you can see yourself in a second. Well, you'll be able to see yourself in 1 second, Dave. I just got to make one more change, one more last minute change here, and we're doing a little bit on the fly stuff here. So there we go. You should see yourself now, Dave.
It's beautiful.
What? That you could see yourself, or that that it's working right.
My beautiful haircut.
Is that what it is? It's a haircut, man. I think I'm almost as gray as you.
Almost.
I'm getting close, man. Jeez. All right, let's see. I haven't been able to check out the YouTube page in a while. So let's see. All right, you like that picture? That's that picture that picture on AstroWorld. So thank you for giving that little advertising picture. Got to give you a little oh, shut up, Tyler. Shut up. The first thing I see is Astro for Dummies saying finally. Really? There you go.
You know it's Friday. It's Friday.
Oh my God. They must be having a see you finally. They're about to freaking jerk. Oh my God. Anyway, so let's we do have, so for those of you that haven't been there now, I know Astro for Dummies only shows up when he wants something. So we'll go over the guests and the new guest that he probably doesn't know is going to be on because he doesn't show up anymore. So that being said, let's do that really quick. We had a really good show last Wednesday night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
it was really good. But let's say hi to the sponsors first. And we're going to be revamping this again because sponsors have changed. 2024, new year, new sponsors. So Prima Luce and Optalong, thank you so much. Followed by the Masters of Picks Insight and IP4AP. They are still the number one sponsor for the group. And tonight we're also giving away a free Masters of Picks Insight giveaway, free workshop coming up on a couple of weeks. It's going to be their next Tuesday night. They're going to be on. So go check them out at mastersofpicksinsight.com. Really good stuff. Super Giant level, of course, along with Masters of Picks Insight is us. We are here. We are here to help you. We are here to sell you stuff, and we are here to help you learn how to use it. So that's what we do, and that's what we love to do. And we've been doing it for 4 years. We just had the wonderful opportunity to open our new retail store. Check us out at astroworldtelescopes.com. February 14th, we had Greg Crinklaw. If you want to know more about Sky Tools, go check it out. It's a really good video. He talks about, and he's going to be doing a hands-on demonstration probably in April, May. We learned about what Sky Tools could do, but now we're going to see it hands-on. So he's going to be coming on and giving us a hands-on show. Last week was Bob Denny. I did another great rundown of Ascom Alpaca, which is catching fire. And it's really, really good. I was actually playing with it the other night with my Pegasus, like I said I was going to do, and it worked perfectly wirelessly. I just wish it would work with the ASI Air and I'd be okay, but it doesn't. So, well, that's not true. It does. I'm annoyed with it, so I don't bother. But Bob gave us a nice rundown of Ascom Alpaca, so we thank you to Bob. March 9th is our next guest. Guido Orlemans is going to be from Guido's Astroforum is going to be on. It's a 2 p.m. show, Saturday, March 9th. You do not want to miss a show. He's going to be, I've been watching him for years. I know many of us have. He's a great guy, and he's funny, and he does some great stuff. He's going to be talking about all these smart telescopes that have been coming out. Really cool. Then the following Wednesday, so we have basically 2 guests in a week. George Hilios is going to be coming on, giving us a rundown on his Hocus Focus for Nina plugin. A lot of us use it. A lot of us may be using it wrong. So let's get it from the horse's mouth and see what he's got and what he's got in store for us for the next version of Hocus Focus, which would be pretty cool. Following that, we have on March 20th, we have Alan Friedman coming on March 20th to talk about solar activity. And, of course, the eclipse coming up on April 8th. But don't forget, in the interim, go check us out on all of the social media platforms, Discord, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, X, all that kind of stuff. So thank you, everybody, for so Tyler, now you know who's coming on. So now you can come and check us out more often because you know what, you're never here. So there you go. And we're back.
Oh, geez.
That is my 2-minute Tyler jab, and that's it. So I'm going retro. I'm going retro. If you haven't noticed, I'm going retro with the shirt.
Old school.
I'm going season 1 retro. There you go. So a couple good things with Neef coming up. I just purchased. Oh gosh, darn it! Did I showed it the Explore Space with Us flyer, right? I showed that.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? Oh, okay. So let me see if I can grab it.
I thought you did, but
well, I'll bring it up later while Eric's talking or whatever. So I'll bring it up later. I don't want to waste any time that we already have. But one scheduling note, and just a reminder, after March 20th, that guest is a Wednesday night. After March 20th, we are shifting the times for the Wednesday night show to 1 hour earlier to 8 p.m. Eastern. Just so that the old man can get some sleep. So, well, yeah, there you go. I don't know. I think we're all the same age, just about. But
I
I
just
was going to
turned.
say, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? We
Yeah.
all about the
I'm,
same thing.
I'm 55.
I'm 53.
Okay, so all right, so I'm the young one. So hey, I'm 52.
You're the baby.
52. All right. So we have all jumped over the hill because the odds of us jumping over to that 100-year mark are very slim, and we probably won't see the next Venus transit or anything like that. So that being said, we're in our 50s. We're not old by any means. Some of us have more gray hair or more hair than others, and it's just time to go 8 o'clock. I think that's what it is. So yeah. So for those of you that watch us from all over the world, thank you for watching us. Number one. Number two is you'll get to see us 1 hour earlier on Wednesday nights. Good for you. So you don't, Corin, you don't have to be up till 3 o'clock in the morning watching us. Same with Gideon as well. So there you go. And my dog is barking. Excuse me. I'm gonna shut the door real quick because my noise gate is not working very well. So I turned it off. But well, there we go. And, it's been a great time. Who's 62? Yeah, you're 62, but you don't do a show twice a week. You don't do it. So I love you, but it's a lot of work. Plus a job, plus 2 jobs, plus Mr. Eric doing his IT stuff, going crazy, surgeries. Freaking, I don't even want to talk about Dave buying cars and everything and worried about his golfing. That's all he does. But hey, well, tonight is beginner's night, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's beginner's night, and I didn't send out constellation assignments, unfortunately, this week. You said
did.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you did.
Yeah, you
I didn't do it. So Eric, you're on your own.
I got a beginner's question for the field. If anybody can answer this question, the other night I was imaging, and my camera did something a little wonky it's never done before.
Ooh, the Altair.
I was imaging, and everything was pulling images no problem, but I realized that the cooler was at 100% and it was at minus 30. So I shut it off, started back up, everything. As soon as I hit cooler, and I had my cooler set for minus 10 to take 15 minutes to cool it down. And as soon as I turn it on, it freaking pegs to 100%.
Wow.
It starts going way past minus 10. So I bought all new cables. I'm going to just put new cables on and see if it was just a cable issue or something like that. It was kind of odd. And I was having all kinds of issues with the Alto and Giotto connecting, and it just, so I bought all new cables for
Sounds like you're having a.
I spent like $150 worth of cables the other day. So
yeah, it sounds like you're having a multi-level issue there on different. It's not everything's connected. I know a lot of people had some issues because with the Alto and Giotto, it's funny. They don't have separate ASCOM drivers, and that's one of the things that people kind of forget. Because when you open up your Alto Giotto, if you click the gears or you click the setup on the SkyX or whatever you do to get into the settings of your Alto or Giotto, the ASCOM screen pops up, and on the left-hand side, there's like a button that nobody pays attention to. One's for the Alto, one's for the Giotto. They're all in the same screen. So you got to make sure that you run that. You got to make sure that they're on the right COM ports in that. So that's one of the things. And you know what? A couple of things that I've been seeing more frequent is if you get a new item, I've been seeing a lot of bad cables coming in. A lot of bad cables coming in from out of the box.
Oh well, I bought the new Giotto and hooked it up with the brand new cable in the box. It would not connect. I had to go to my supply stuff, hooked it up with that, and it worked.
Whose dog is that? Is that
That's
me?
my damn dog.
Oh, I thought that was mine. I'm sorry.
I've got the door closed. He's in the other room, and
I'm looking at the levels. I'm like, and I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm like, something's not right. But okay, that's okay, no problem. But yeah. So it sounds like you're having a couple of multi-level errors. Could be cables, could be whatever. It could be communication, but could be a thermostat in the camera. I mean, I hope not.
I hope not. I mean,
hope
it was
Hey,
reading the temperature.
you guys have heard about the big recall, though, right?
Yeah, what was that? The 2600,
60 to 2600
Yeah.
color.
Yep.
What was the recall for?
What was it?
It was certain ones that were built like just around this October batch.
Yeah, it was like 1 month. It was like 1 month of cameras.
2023. Yeah, it was like people were complaining about there were some imaging issues.
I forgot what what's his name put it. Mark Ellis put it in the Discord as well. And that's how I got to it. But it was the 2600 that was having an issue, only for cameras that were made in like what Eric said. I think it was October to November 2023.
Yeah. Which it kind of stinks, but at least they're recognizing it. It's going to stink for people to be able to out their cameras, but at least they've recognized it. They've made this recall, and they're going to take care of the issue, whatever these imaging problems they've been having with this batch from October and November of 2023. So.
Yeah, I can't find the list that he had, but there was something wrong with the 2600.
Yeah, there was something up with the 2600. I mean, in Facebook they made ZWO made a post on Facebook. And if I can find it here, I'll let you know.
I you know what the funny, and I'm sorry, since Tyler's out there, I'm gonna say something right now. ZWO apparently just came out with a 585 MC Pro, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Right? They just came out with an MC5, and I said something in the Discord chat. So if you're not in the Discord chat, go check it out. But I'm sorry, but you know what?
Player One's been doing it for 3 years.
Here's one. There you go. The Uranus C Pro right here.
Okay, here it is. They're saying, after investigation from our R&D staff, we have found the issue happened because of a slight sensor shift due to the pressure relief.
Right, the pressure. That's right, the pressure plate. That's right.
After a certain situation of environmental temperature changes.
So, I mean, it sounds like it's through a special batch. Maybe,
Yeah, they're saying that it was going through a sensor board iteration or change in late 2023. And when the first batch hit, I guess they were welded in a low temperature condition.
Now you know what happened? They had the new guy on the assembly line, and he didn't know how to use the equipment. That's what happened. I mean, let's call a spade here. You know what I'm saying? You don't mess up a full month of cameras because of the temperature inside your static room. It doesn't happen. If your temperature changes in your static room, fucking alarms go off. So, but I don't know. Maybe I'm pretending like I know too much about assembly lines because I know completely nothing about it. So, especially ones in China, I don't know. But
to say, what do you know about assembly lines? Like, are you the second coming of Henry Ford or something?
Listen, I work an assembly line at McDonald's every day. You can't run a damn toaster. Let me tell you something. You can't run a damn toaster, a prep line, and a meat person. I mean, come on.
Hey, that assembly line at McDonald's back in the day was pretty efficient.
It's still efficient. It's just we have too many products now. That's all. It's like you build. You'll agree with it. You build a car or a computer, right? You get that car done, and it's perfect. I mean, this thing is perfect. You got the assembly line down, and then what happens? They put 20 models of the same car with different assemblies and different everything, and they screw the whole thing up. and now your efficiency dies, and that's what happens with everything. It's horrible.
Okay.
Hey, Mark, it's not the ice cream machines that don't work. It's the freaking idiots that clean them. The machines are fine. It's human error. They're all morons. They don't know how to freaking put it together.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
Hit
the button. You know what? It's already early. Just go ahead and hit the damn button. Just go ahead.
Blame that one on Mark. I mean, come on, man. That's not fair, you know.
Good work, Mark. Good work.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead. Thank you.
If Mark Ellis can't send you off the rails, nobody can.
No. Mark sends me off the rails all the time. I'm telling you.
Oh man. So all right. We got a couple things going on. What we got? Image of the month today.
Yep.
Tonight.
Image of the month, and the awesome contest of image of the week.
Oh yes,
it was so tight. I mean, it was crazy.
It was suspenseful. It was a nail biter.
I didn't know it was like Silence of the Lambs all over again. You know,
you didn't know who was gonna win.
Is it going to be Clarice or Buffalo Bill? You just don't know.
Yeah.
She put the lotion in the basket.
Or it gets the hose again.
Oh my goodness. So yeah. It was exactly. It was a Russian style vote. Only one could win.
One person votes for one candidate. That's it.
One person, one candidate. Everybody else.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, but we won't get into politics, okay, guys? Come on, let's get on. Let's exit that. That's a train I don't want to get on. But you know, so we did that a couple times and it failed miserably. So
okay, fine. All right, fine. So yeah, we got image of the month, image of the week announcement. It's already out there anyway.
Yeah.
Way to go, Jason.
You're the man.
You're the man.
Really pretty image.
It is.
Yeah.
You know, in all fairness, it was a beautiful image. It was
a very nice
yeah.
image.
So,
but other people, get out there, put your entries in. Come on, you just never know. But we also have my constellation that I'll cover. You know, because some people, you know, some other people, you know, they give me these, you know, they say, hey, you're gonna do this northern constellation. I'll take this one. I'm like, okay, no problem. I'm gonna do it. You know, it's all good.
He forgot. He was very upset about his Leafs his Islanders giving up a lead.
Silence!
Silence!
I kill you. Anyway, but yeah. So we'll go over my constellation, and we'll probably do that very shortly. We've got Masters of Picks Insight giveaway.
Yep.
So because it's Friday. That's awesome.
Yep. And we have 5 days left before Dune opens in the movie theater. So,
oh, I know. I can't.
Don't leave the fighters.
I will kill him.
Oh man.
May I participate for the IOTM with an astro image from last year? Absolutely. As long as it is your image, it doesn't matter when you shot it. Just send it on in, and you know, we will take it. As long as you took it, it's fine. And
as long as it's your image,
even if it's a collaboration,
no hosted services, no
hosted services,
live, no iTelescope. It has to be from your own gear.
No hosted services, but you can do collaborations.
Yeah. You can, as long as it's your own gear,
and as long as you give every person in that collaboration credit. That's all.
Credit. Yeah, absolutely.
Corin, what's up? Yeah. Hello, Newman.
Tom,
Jeez,
Peter, and
Beatrice.
Peter and I have a collaboration we're doing.
Nice.
The Top Guns are gonna come out and do a collaboration here. That's gonna be awesome.
You're raising the bar here. You're raising the bar here. So you know what? If you come in second, that's gonna say something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you in. I'm gonna send you both filter wrenches.
Yeah, there you
go. And you know what? Just in all fun, I'll send you all the rubber chickens too that I can find.
Send us a.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, that's bye.
Send us a.
Breathe. Bye, Dave.
All right, then we just go to that, and then we see you.
Yeah, really. So while Dave, ends up, reconnecting,
whatever
he needs to do, I will go ahead and I will do my. Oh, he's back! Look, he's back. He's gone.
Oh, okay, he's back. There you go. He's back.
Okay, yeah,
yep, he was unfrozen.
He was like, "You could send us a," and that was it. That's all he got.
That was it. So, well, let's do my presentation if we want to do that.
Absolutely.
And it's a short one. This one is a short one.
Yeah,
so,
I know. They were both going to be short, but I totally dropped the ball on mine, and I was busy doing stuff because picture of the year. We all know who won in 2023. Tom Peter won for his M45. So I finally
got mine today.
Yep. Well, so the picture of the year is going to be getting something else, and I've been trying to get evaluation prints made of this to do something with it, and unfortunately, the print is very dark. It's very dark, and it doesn't show all the nice nebulosity. So I'm going through different people and places. This is from Bay Photo,
okay,
and
Bay Photo does pretty good work.
Yeah, but I mean, I think I'm gonna have to raise the the brightness of it, because all this stuff over here is missing. He's got a lot of good nebulosity over here. And the problem is they sent me a way to kind of do a calibration with my spider. I showed it last week.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
And the problem is that, and I said this on the show, is that once I did that calibration, my monitor now is at brightness 0 to make it look like the way I want it to. So like if my brightness 0, so you need to make your brightness calibrated to this picture, and that it doesn't work. What are we gonna do? Change? I have another monitor profile just to do Bay Photo pictures. So I think I'm just gonna raise the brightness, the luminance of it, and because they will do up to 5 evaluation prints for you for free.
Okay.
For free. They'll send you an 8x10 just like this, and they'll send it to you to see if it matches what you want. And they'll ship it for free. I think you pay $1.50 for shipping for it, something like that.
That's cool.
So I'm gonna send them another one. I'm gonna raise it. So now I know what the brightness should be in like a PixInsight photo, let's say. Change the brightness to that, and then hopefully, I think the actual image is gonna have something to do with it. But
what type of image are you sending them? What file type?
Yeah, SRG. Well, I'm sending them a fit.
Yeah,
and I'm sending them the ICC profile of the sRGB profile.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, the Adobe RGB profile.
Yeah, the Adobe.
Right.
Okay, but how often do you calibrate your monitor?
Monthly.
You do yours monthly?
Yeah, my computer tells me when it's due.
Yep.
It's due. Yep.
That's why I leave it right here.
It'll say you haven't done it in so many days.
And it'll say it for both. I have it every 15 days. So this is 1 to 15, and this is 15 to 30. So pretty soon it's going to be 30 to 45. I'm putting another monitor up top. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's getting kind of crazy in this place. My wife's ready to kick
me. It's all right. He's on.
Tarek is on. Yep.
So
yeah, go for it.
So we had so we talked a little bit about the ZWO recall news.
Yep.
And a little bit of slightly related astrophotography news. I don't know, especially with everyone, if you guys use Blur Exterminator, taking advantage of artificial intelligence, and you're utilizing NVIDIA GPUs when you're doing this. I don't know if you guys have heard that NVIDIA, because of their work with artificial intelligence programs and applications, they are now the third largest valuated company in the world, behind Microsoft and Apple.
And guess when I bought their stock? I bought their stock 2 years ago.
Good for you. Good for you.
And that and AMD. AMD came through last year. Right? I bought AMD stock at $62 a share last year. And it's up to 170 now. So
it's just too bad the AMD GPUs can't do what the
NVIDIA do. Yeah.
Well, that's why I bought NVIDIA, to kind of do both.
I'll tell you what, I'm so glad I got mine and switched it over. God, it takes
no, I you know what? I kept one in one brokerage account and one in the other brokerage account.
So I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was telling them, this news about NVIDIA's success with their, chips, and how they are, how they work with artificial intelligence, how it relates to astrophotography, and explaining to him that there are programs that I use that utilize artificial intelligence to improve our images, through deconvolution. And if you own an NVIDIA card with these GPUs that are basically built or designed to work with artificial intelligence applications, that Blur Exterminator will run like what, a minute, 2 minutes, if that, whereas mine takes
17 to 30 seconds, depending on.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas my AMD chip, it could take like 5 to 10, between 5 to 7 minutes, pending. It takes much longer. So if
it maxes out that AMD, where if you go in your task manager, you watch the GPU when it's doing it, doesn't even max it out.
Yep.
I mean, it goes up, but it's not totally maxed out and takes no time. It's like, wow.
Yeah, it's because of the CUDA cores, Gideon, and the CUDA cores are NVIDIA's.
Yep.
Those are NVIDIA's cores. So unlike mine, in my AMD, I can't, my GPU cannot match an NVIDIA with the CUDA cores.
No,
that's
why I bought the 4080. I bought the 4080 in mine.
Yeah.
And I mean, that thing smokes, but you'd be surprised. I did a test about 2 years ago, because remember when it was about 4 years ago, maybe it was before COVID. And remember when the Dark Archon stuff started coming out?
Yeah,
right.
Easy decon,
easy everything, and he's the one that ended up figuring out that you could use these things called CUDA cores to help speed up, or actually take the pressure off of. He wasn't looking to speed things up. He was trying to take pressure off of the CPU and using something else instead of the CPU that's just for a graphical interface to help you process. And it was amazing that what he was able to do this. And he should have copywrote it or something. He'd be a millionaire. But the whole thing is that if you have, just because you have a 16 gig or an 8 gig or a 4 gig, right? It doesn't matter. It matters how many CUDA cores that you have in your processor that's on your video card, right? So that's the whole thing. And you will be surprised that I had a 1030, NVIDIA 1030 original card, right? And then I bought the 4080. The 1030 was still about 45 seconds. And that's a cheap card now. That's a couple $100. That's a, you know, it's a many generations old. So it's a 1 series. So it's many generations. But even if you can find an old NVIDIA card that fits your socket type, get it. Get it. You don't have to spend $1,500 on a 4080.
Yeah, no, I think that's what I ended up getting was like a 1080 or 2080. Is it 2080?
2080. Yep. That's
I think 2080 is what I got. So that's even old, you know, but it works great.
1030 maybe. 1030. Yeah.
So what do you call it? You know, I read an article saying that the AMD GPUs, like the Radeon and stuff like that, they actually do have a type of core that's similar to the CUDA cores. They just don't work the way the NVIDIA ones.
They just don't.
Whether AMD figures out a way to make that work, that's on them.
I don't know. It's a different architecture than Intel, but I mean, it's just the whole. It doesn't. It's not. You can't use that in the way that we need to use it. You know what I mean? So CUDA cores with the TensorFlow DLLs and all the stuff that you got to kind of load in there to make it work.
Right.
That unfortunately doesn't translate to CPUs as, you know, the way we need it to work. And I don't know the whole background of that. I don't know the programming of that, but you know, that's my understanding of it. So we'll see. I also had a 3 series, and I bought the 4 series in June of 22 or 21. Me and Jason James put this guy together like 3 years ago, and it still smokes. This thing smokes. It's awesome. I got a Ryzen 9, and it's an older Ryzen 9. It's an AM4 socket. So it's an older Ryzen, but it still smokes. I mean, I already got a new case ready to go. I'm already buying parts for my next project. So, so I'm going to probably go to the AM5 socket, not the AM5 mount, the AM5 socket from Ryzen from AMD, and we'll go from there because there's a lot of cool motherboards out there now. I could put 4 M2 drives on board the motherboard. I mean,
that's pretty darn cool.
You know, and that's not to mention the fact the other 6 or 8 spinners that I can throw in there that SSDs
just for storage.
Just for storage. You know,
that's what I did with mine. I have like 11 or 12 TB and just spin drive storage. You know, and then I have 2 single terabyte SSDs.
Yeah, I got 3 on board the motherboard now. I got 1 for my swap files for PixInsight. I got 1 that I just do single project processing on. And then I have another one that runs, that's my C drive. And then I was able to remap every other program that I have onto a F drive. So if my operating system craps out, all I got to do is take the clone of the operating system and dump it on the C drive, and all the associations to the programs are saved.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Cool.
No, Gideon, I'm looking at the 7950. That's what I'm looking at for the Ryzen 9. That's what I'm looking at right now. But I have a 3950X now in my tower that runs this show. But that's getting old. It's getting old as far as computers are concerned. But anyway, we could go on to Eric's. If Eric, you're ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right.
So
we'll
go ahead.
Out because I'm just trying to like spend some time a little bit because I screwed up my presentation. And, got to make up some time here. So
yeah. So let me go ahead and watch this guy.
Somebody was whistling Green Acres theme song the other day.
Oh God!
I was like, oh my God, really, Eddie Albert? Come on.
Let me
I
get
was
this.
listening to a song on my way home, and it's stuck in my head.
Yeah, me too. You know what it was called?
No.
Squeeze Me Macaroni.
Gosh.
By Mr. Bungle. Go look it up.
Oh my God.
There we go. Go ahead. Delphinus. Delphinus.
Oh yeah, it's
I thought it was pronounced Delphinus.
Delphinus. In New York, it's Delphinus.
So constellation Delphinus, and the dolphin. So a little bit about the constellation Delphinus. It's in the fourth quadrant of the northern hemisphere, which is in Q4, and it's a small constellation. It's also a somewhat faint constellation. It's ranked 69th in size of the 88 modern constellations. It only covers 189 square degrees, and it can be observed between the latitudes of 90 degrees north and 70 degrees to the south, and usually can be seen best, at least in the northern hemisphere, from July. It can be seen from July till observed between July and November. And it was cataloged by Ptolemy in the 2nd century, and Delphinus is Latin for dolphin. Now, Delphinus is a member of what they call the Heavenly Waters constellation family. And what those are the water-related constellations, I believe, such as Aquarius is one, Aquarius is another. But Pisces, for example, those heavenly water constellations, or the water-related constellations. It contains its genitive name is Delphini. It's how they named Delphini, I believe is how it's pronounced, for the stars, how they're named, and the IAU abbreviation is Del. It contains an asterism called Job's Coffin. It's a diamond-shaped asterism, and that contains the brightest stars within this constellation of Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and Delta Delphini. And the asterism represents the body of the dolphin. And this asterism is best observed in the summer. And it's 12 degrees east of Alpha Aquilae, which is known as Altair, which is the bottom vertex of the summer triangle. There are 5 named constellations. The brightest is Beta Delphini, which is named Rotanev with a magnitude of 3.6. There are no Messier objects or meteor showers associated, but with the constellation, but there are 5 stars with known exoplanets. And so there's a couple stories of behind the as far as mythology behind Delphinus, but the one I'm going to associate with is the one where that deals with Poseidon, the sea god, and the courting of his wife, Amphitrite. Sorry. Now, Amphitrite, she was a Nereid, or a mermaid, a sea nymph. She was the daughter of Nereus, the old man of the sea. Now, soon after Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades overthrew their father Kronos, they divided, the heavens, the mortal world, all that, and they took over their respective realms. Zeus has the sky, Poseidon has the oceans, Hades has the underworld. So after Poseidon built his underwater palace, he actually wanted to find a wife, because he got lonely. So Poseidon became attracted to Amphitrite, but he was a little too handsy and a little too aggressive. So she really didn't want to have anything to do with him. She wanted to preserve her chastity, and so she fled to hide among her Nereid sisters. And to convince her to come back, Poseidon sent out messengers, sea creatures throughout the oceans, to try to find her and convince her to come back. Well, one of those messengers happened to have been a dolphin. And the dolphin was the one to locate her, and through soothing gestures, or however you want to call it, however they want to play, how they want to, whatever that meant, the dolphin was able to convince her to come back to Poseidon's palace, and Poseidon would later marry her. Why did I say him? Her. And she would later marry him. And as a sign of gratitude to the dolphin, he placed the image of the dolphin among the stars. So there's the mythology behind Delphinus. So we have a few images or DSOs within the constellation. This first one here is NGC 7006, which is a globular cluster taken by Curious George with a plane wave CDK24 and an ASI 6200 full frame, and with mounted onto a plane wave L600. And he used Astrodon LRGB Gen 2E filters for this, with a total integration time of just under 10 hours. And this was actually image of the day last August 22nd. So really you can see here, you have the glob here, but you also can see there are several galaxies all around here. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you got a whole bunch, like right here. You got about 6 here, 7, 8. You got a 1 up here. Lots of different galaxies. But yeah, it's a great image. So congratulations to George on that AstroBin image of the day win. Then you have what they call the Blue Flash Nebula. It's a planetary nebula. Designation is Abell 72. This one was photographed by Bill McLaughlin. Also, this was with a plane wave CDK 14 and a Moravian C3 26000.
Man, you're just picking all the expensive stuff.
Oh my God!
I know, right?
Mark Ellis can get this stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
Mark Ellis. It's a project for you, Mark Ellis.
There you go.
But yeah, some of this stuff you've got to go pretty deep within Delphinus to find some of these objects. But so you need some reach. But this was on. He did this. His rig was mounted on an L350 plane wave mount, also with Astrodon filters. And its total integration was just over 13 hours and 23 minutes. And then we have Caldwell 47, which is a globular star cluster, taken by James Tickner. Now, so it's Dan here. It's a little bit more modest. All right, it's modestly priced and explored scientific ED 102. All right. Something more my speed as far as my budget, with a Rising Cam G3 6300, and this was on a Skywatcher EQ5, and he used SV Boni RGB filters, and 20 per filter, 20 60-second frames per filter, so a total of 1 hour. So that is it. That there's the constellation Delphinus, and like I say, not a lot in there, but still cool nonetheless. All right.
Cool.
So let me get it here, and
There you go.
All right. Cool.
All right, cool. Yeah, I don't even know what constellation I had, to be honest with you. I'll just do it next week. I apologize about that. That's my fault. I was working like a dog all week, and there's no excuse. I know I screwed up. I'm sorry. Wow. Okay. Quiet.
And cut.
And that's the end of the show, everybody.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is.
That's all there is to it. So
Gideon loves giving. You know what? Gideon loves giving me all kinds of crap. You know that.
That's okay.
It's okay. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. But but it's all right. It's all good.
You know what? In all
I'm
fairness,
not. You know what? I haven't spoken. I haven't. I am Catholic. But I haven't taken. I don't remember half my Latin.
Oh my God,
Eric. All right. So
you and I are not old enough still to remember Latin at Mass. So they didn't do Latin at Mass when I was a kid, and I was an altar boy.
No, but I did. But where
so was
I went to high school, one of my classes was Latin.
Yeah, I took Latin 1 year and went, "This is worthless. I'm not doing it."
So Eric, I got your back on this one, and I'm sorry, George. Gideon. I'm sorry. So I just got to bring this up. So I'm going to show this up real quick. So Delphinus, right, can be pronounced two ways, according to the lovely, wonderful, and accurate page of Wikipedia. So it can be pronounced Delphinus or Delphinus. So it could be pronounced both. And if you're in New York, it's Delphinius. So there you go. So that's what it is. And you know what? In all fairness, and I took it a step further because I wanted to see. I didn't know what all these letters meant, and finus, finis. I didn't know, but I went a little bit further into it, and I actually looked, and I worded it all together while Eric was talking, and I put all the letters together. So it's Delphinus or Delphinus. So it could be pronounced either way. So if you're
maybe it's either. It could be if you're like Roman or if you're Greek, but maybe if you're Northern Greek or Southern Greek, who knows? It could be all about the accent.
I don't know. But by the time we're done with it, it's going to be
100% right.
Yeah, it's going to be 3 letters. It's going to be Del, and that's it. So
that's Del.
And you know what the funny thing about Delphinus is? A lot of people out there in the Northern Hemisphere, and for those that don't know this guy a lot, novices and people that are just learning, a lot of people look at it and say, hey, that's the Little Dipper. And, a lot of people do. A lot of people do. You'd be surprised on how much outreach that I've done. And I would point at it. Does anybody know what that is? And 9 times out of 10, people will say the Little Dipper.
People say that about Pleiades.
Yep, they say it about Pleiades too.
Let's call it Flipper.
It looks like the Big Dipper looks really tiny, and they're like, "Oh, there's the Little Dipper." I was like, "No, that's not the Little Dipper.
That's the little brother. That's the dolphin of the Little Dipper. This is this jumped out Flipper, of the Little Dipper. Hey, Flipper was friggin' smart, man. That was the smartest freaking dolphin I have ever seen, and it's a shame that dolphin probably ended up in a Starkiss commercial, and back in the 70s. But
you had Snowflake.
How many lives did Flipper save? I mean, come on.
Almost as much as Lassie did.
Oh yeah, they're pretty similar. Yeah, right.
Very similar. Very similar.
Yeah.
All I know is that my Uncle Olaf from Uncle Olaf from Welcome Back, Kotter saved my life. So
jeez.
But hey, I date myself. So good. No, seriously, great. Another great, presentation on Delphinus, Delphinus, whatever we want to call it. It's fine.
Delphinus.
What? Whatever. Del. I'm just gonna call it Del. I'm just gonna call it Del.
Call it the dolphin.
The dolphin.
There you go. There it is.
See, I can't mispronounce dolphin. I think I'm okay with that one.
I'm okay there.
But listen, I apologize about me dropping the ball on mine. I promise you, I will have one on Friday night.
Next Friday?
Yeah, next Friday. I'll do it. You know what?
Yeah.
I'll do one on Wednesday and one on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, how do you pronounce aluminum? Because in the States we pronounce it aluminum, but across
aluminium.
The Atlantic, aluminium or what have you. I can't. Yeah, aluminium. So potato.
Yeah. Or
tomato. Yeah.
Ossifer.
Let's call the whole thing off.
The lovely mispronunciation of Ossifer.
Ossifer, yeah.
Ossifer. Or Axe.
Yeah.
Axe. I asked him.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask him.
Let me ask him. I'm going to kill him right now.
Kill the person?
I'm going to kill him right now.
Or Malot 15.
What?
Merlot.
Merlot.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, you know what? Nobody's perfect, and I think that's one of the attraction to the show is that we may mispronounce stuff and we may say stuff that's really off the rails and kind of whatever. You guys and girls, you love hanging out with us, and that's we love hanging out with you guys, and that's what the whole thing is. And we can have fun at our own expense. We don't get angry about it. We have fun with it. It's fine.
Exactly.
I'll roll with it. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So.
I mean, as long as they're not hanging out with
Wednesday nights are serious. Wednesday nights are serious. You get the guest on. You're listening to actually serious stuff. Somebody, an expert that knows what he's talking about. Friday nights, fun and games.
Well, fun and games, but to the point that we hopefully get those little.
Oh yeah.
Friday nights, you get those little pearls that kind of just come out.
Exactly. But you know what? Speaking of little pearls and all of that stuff, you all know it's 1 week away from the unofficial start of Galaxy season.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I've already started Galaxy.
For those, springtime is Galaxy season time. So
yes,
for you all who are thinking of, hey, I want an image of Galaxy, what do I need? What do I need as far as the right rig, things like that. The big thing is to get these galaxies because they are so far away, unlike maybe Andromeda, and stuff like that.
But this time of year, you're not going to get Andromeda or Triangle.
But you're not going to get Andromeda this time of year. You're going to get Andromeda later, usually like
June,
in the fall.
July, August,
Yeah, things like that, maybe later in the year. But this is the time that the arm of the Milky Way that is usually blocking the Earth, and that's where we get all of our nebula, where we see all of our nebula, within the Milky Way. It's the Earth's rotation is away, I believe, from that arm. So now we are opened up to the rest of the universe to see all of these really cool galaxies. And one of the key things for me to have these galaxies is a scope with long focal length. Now, if you can't have a scope that has long focal length, you may consider maybe a Barlow or maybe like a StarMate, depending on the telescope that you might have. You may need to go 2 times Barlow, maybe even I've seen people get really nice galaxy shots with a StarMate that's 4 times power, 4 times the magnification. So you definitely want to get a long focal length to capture these very distant objects. And some of the more prevalent objects right now, you can find them in the constellation of Leo.
Yep.
Virgo is a big one. Virgo, you have Markarian's chain, which, you have the entire Virgo galaxy cluster. I don't know how many galaxies are in that cluster, but it's an insane number. I mean, but within there, you also have within the Virgo galaxy cluster or Markarian's chain, I believe you have the 2 galaxies that are known as the eyes. Like your actual eyes.
The eyes.
I've seen that.
Yeah, the eyes. So you can still get M51. Of course, you can still get M81, which is Bode's galaxy.
Yep.
Which you can usually, especially here in the northern hemisphere, you can practically get that practically year round.
You're
that
almost,
and
almost.
MH2.
When it comes swinging around
Correct.
the south part of the Polaris, when it comes around the other side where Cassiopeia is really high. They face each other. So you got the Big Dipper, you got Polaris, and then you got Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia is high in New York, at least, and even Chicago as well, because you are very similar in latitude. The Big Dipper can be just hovering above the horizon. So I mean, it just literally skims, even though it's circumpolar to us. Some of it disappears. That arm, that little, the 3 stars that create the arm, that will go under the horizon in certain times of the year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
There's not a lot of the nebula out that you can see during galaxy season because of the way the Earth is positioned. So those short focal length telescopes that you would usually get a much wider shot, much wider field of view, you may not get a lot of magnification depending on your rig, your camera, things like that. You could definitely go after Markarian's chain. Markarian's chain, you could use with maybe and fit that quite nicely with maybe a 70 or an 80 millimeter, telescope, stuff that type. But if you have longer focal length, like plane waves, Ritchie Creations,
in all fairness,
Schmidt
SCTs. You don't need SCTs. You could do SCTs. You could do as long as
you do SCTs. I was just saying anything over, ideally anything maybe 1,000 or more.
I would say more
pretty much, yeah.
1,500. I'd probably go.
Yeah, 1,500. Really, you want some of those smaller ones.
If
you're doing M51 or M101, those. You can get away with.
You get away with 1,000.
Yeah, you can get away with.
Yeah. But if you're doing stuff like the Virgo cluster, let's say,
yes.
Oh, forget it. Yeah.
You might want something a little bit wider to get all those like faint fuzzies that Gideon's and Tom Peters talking about.
Yeah.
All those little fuzzies like Markarian's chain. You need a wider. If you want to go in and get the eyes like you were talking about, then you might want to get something with a little bit of reach. But if you want definition in those smaller galaxies, like
I did the Leo triplet with my 81.
Yeah, because that's
it was
a
perfect,
nice little asterism, right? Where you want all 3.
It was perfect.
But it's really a great idea. We had a question. I think it's still kind of shuffle. I think I could rig my AD8 on an EQM30. What's the AD8?
I think Gideon was even asking, an FLT 120, a NASCAR 150, or a C6.
For what?
I'm not. Maybe for
galaxies.
For galaxies, perhaps.
I would say as long as you could go, depending on the size of the galaxy. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're gonna want to sit there and get like the nice lanes in M106, right? You're gonna need 1,000. Oh, excuse me. I apologize. Woo.
Salute.
Yeah. So you're gonna need some definite focal length to pull out the resolution of those subtle, lanes and the dust lanes, and the resolution you're gonna need is gonna be incredible. That's like saying, you know what, I'm gonna image the Owl Nebula with my Red Cat. You'll see it and you'll see the color, but will you see the nice definition inside that nebula? No. You're gonna need the reach.
You see the actual star in the middle?
No. You might pull it out after a long time of imaging, but it's going to take you a long time of imaging.
Right.
Same thing with
the Headstone Nebula is another one.
Yeah, exactly.
There's another one, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I know a lot of people that I know of at least 2 now that are doing planetary imaging with refractors and getting decent results.
And they're using Barlow's.
They're using Barlow's.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, with something bright like a planet, I guess a Barlow's not a bad. It's not going to kill you.
No, nope.
No. But when you're talking,
I'll have to try that with the 127. See how.
And just remember, with a refractor like that, you know, if you're shooting it, let's say on average an f7 scope, you know, you may need a 5x. You know, you may need a 5x or a 3x.
Yeah.
You know, the 2x ain't gonna cut it. You know, if you're shooting native f11 on a Schmidt, right, on a C14 or a C11. Now you're shooting at, if you do a 3x, you're at 33, right? So that's pretty good for planetary. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so these faint galaxies, you're still going to need something, in my opinion, F10 or faster is probably ideal. You know, you don't want to go any slower, because anything slower than that, F15, F20, that's more, in my opinion, more planetary, you know, imaging, you know, when you get that high. But F10 or faster. But if you have a long focal length, those are really good. Gideon, you mentioned like the C6. I'm not familiar with the C6, but if it has a small imaging circle, it might not be the best choice. I don't know. I know my Edge 8, from what I understand and the information I was told, when it comes to a Schmidt-Cassegrain and you're imaging galaxies, the C8 is the smallest in a lot of people's opinion you want to start with. When it comes to this, you may, you know, anything at a C8, 9 1/4, 10-inch and higher.
Those are F10, right? Those are all at F10.
Yes, and those are F10. Yeah.
So like my 8-inch RC's F8.
Yeah.
But I think some of those what's the
but like
you
said,
has
it's
the
a native.
NCA has that Cassegrain that they have, this Sharp Star. It's like F5 at 1500 millimeters.
Yep.
which
That's pretty quick for something that size.
That's very quick, and it's very expensive. So
yeah, they're not
Ernie,
cheap.
you mentioned you image at f7 with the 14, but that's with the reducer, I'm assuming.
It's got
right? Because the 14 is f11.
Yep.
Native. So, you know, you're reducing that down, but still, when you talk about a 14, even reduced, you're still talking over what, 2,600, you know, or somewhere around
more.
there.
Yeah, I think more. Yeah,
or more than that. That's still some good reach.
27, yeah, 2730. So,
yeah,
the whole thing with that, I mean, this is why I love, and somebody mentioned it in the chat. I forget who did it, but this is why I love what Ron's been doing with this C14 in Canada. He's been shooting for the past 6 months on loan from Celestron with a C14, and they didn't give him a reducer for it. He's shooting at native F11.
Going net F11,
and that's it. Now Ron doesn't do planetary, so you know he does. He loves nebulas. He loves star colors. He'll even do some galaxies, but he really loves nebulas. And he has been shooting for the past. Oh, let's see. When was I there? I was there in October. So he got it in September. So almost 6 months now. He's been shooting with that scope, and you can see his pictures on astrodoc.ca. And you could see his pictures of him shooting at native F11 from his Bortle 4-ish sky in Ontario. And let me tell you something. I was there when he did the Cocoon Nebula, and we actually processed a lot of it together when I was there. And let me tell you, even at F11, yes, did he have to put a little bit more extra time in? Yes, he did. But I am the king of saying, listen, I spent thousands of dollars on this telescope. I am not going to give 1 millimeter back for using a reducer. I would buy another telescope first, then give away, whatever. What are we talking about? 1,000 millimeters on a 14? I'm giving it away so I can shoot at 7.7, which I can shoot on my refractor. I mean, come on. What are we doing? But that's just me. I don't know. I'm an idiot like that. I'll buy like different telescopes just so I don't have to do anything and give away a damn thing. I don't like it. I hate it. It drives me nuts.
Well, at least you're honest.
No, but nobody blames me for being anything but I just can't. I can't do it. I'd rather buy. That's why I have 5 refractors now. I literally have 5 refractors all set up, all have their own cameras, all have everything, and that's it. I'm just not doing it. I got everything from a camera lens, 200 millimeter camera lens, to a Red Cat, to a 400, to a 600, to a 832, to a 927. I don't have anything that breaks 1,000 millimeters. I have nothing. Now, that will change quite soon. For those of you that are wondering, it will change very soon. So I'm probably going to get into the realm of Schmitz yet again. I will not do the RCs. I don't have the time, the patience, nor the inclination to be bothered. I know Schmitz. I started with Schmitz. I'm comfortable with Schmitz. I know collimation. I can do it rather quickly, and that's it. But that's the only situation where I would even maybe slightly consider maybe at 0.8 reducer somewhere. But
I was going to say, so Mark Ellis has that CDK 14.
Yes, he does.
What's the speed of that? Isn't that pretty quick too?
It is quick. CDK,
and it's pretty high focal length as well.
Yeah, it's like 2,700 if I remember right.
And it's like F7 or something.
Yeah, like it's. I'm looking it up right now. It's where is it? It's specs. So yeah, F7.2, 2563.
Yeah, that's good reach there.
That's still good. That's still really good.
And that's all.
But they're
native.
Not cheap.
That's no, it's $14,000. I mean,
Yeah.
So,
here's got a comment here from Astro Soundscape, and he's in Australia. So thank you for hanging out with us. He has a 9 1/4 with the C9 1/4, which I'm assuming is the XOT, not the Edge, with a 0.63 Star Zone reducer that works pretty well for galaxies at just over 15,000. Or at 2250 native. So that's still, those are great.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally, if I would have been more patient, and I'm not a patient person, I would have waited for the 9 1/4. You be quiet. Shut up, Dan.
Okay, Eric. Okay.
If anybody, you know what? I am. You know what though? I am a patient man. If you watch our video, the 2 turkeys video, I'm a patient man. I'm cooking that turkey, low, nice and slow. I'm taking my time. I'm cooking things up. He's going out buying, all of his stuff, getting it all, wherever.
Yeah,
boom, he
you killed him on that Thanksgiving dinner. You all over.
Hey, listen, wait till I have my barbecue.
Oh, got a barbecue joint nearby?
Then you'll see me work at my barbecue. I work my barbecue from 3 days before to about 40 hours after cleaning the crap up. But let me tell you something. I make everything fresh. I make my own wing sauce. I make my own wings. I make my own. I make a spicy bolognese pasta dish. I make my I call it my voodoo stickers, and they're marinated in, they're all sirloin and they're marinated on sticks. I make 100 of them, and on top of that, I'm the bartender. So
Okay, when's this party going on? When's this happening?
Oh, what, you want to come?
Oh, I'll be up there in a heartbeat.
What are you talking about, Gideon? You've been waiting a millennium for that FLT 91 video. That FLT 91 video was done like what, last year or like almost a year and a half ago? What are you talking about?
Did it really come out?
Yeah. Oh, good God, man. What have you been?
I saw it, Eric. I saw it.
That's it. I'm done. I'm leaving. I've had it.
It's filmed in 3B. 3 beers and it looks good.
Oh man.
I know I don't butcher my own hog, although I have done a pig roast. I have done a pig roast.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yep. I built my own spit and everything.
Oh man.
I do some crazy stuff when I cook. I only do it once a year and that's it, but that's enough. It's enough. 85 to 100 people in my house, in my little dinky house. But anyway, soundscape, yeah. Not for nothing. And again, I could be under some illusions about the skies in Australia. I don't think I am, but most of, as far as I know, unless if you are in major cities like Sydney or Melbourne or something like that, these skies in Australia are a lot darker than they are in the United States, at least on the east side of the United States. Now, that being said, I mean, I don't know if I'd use a reducer in Melbourne because the skies are, in Australia, because the skies are so much darker and more pristine. Yeah. But again, that's just me never being there. Actually, that's a lie. I have been there, but never imaged there though. I mean, I don't know. I think you get more data in the same amount of time that, like, coming from New York and Bortle 8 point whatever. You got to put a lot of time in. If I put the same time in the Australia skies, I'm gonna have such more greater resolution in the same amount of time there, just because of the Bortle differential.
I know that what's his name?
Back in here for 1.5 years. Where's that video? Where's the video? Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. You were saying.
I can't with you people. I can't. I quit. I'm done. I'm finished. I can't.
Oh, man.
I can't deal with you people no more.
No, but you were saying, Dave.
What's his name from Byron Bay?
Dylan.
Oh, Dylan?
Dylan, yeah, Dylan O'Donnell. I know he's been worried about light pollution in his area because they've been building up a lot of stuff around him. And I know he's been trying to bring awareness to some of those developers to say, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? We'll see how far he gets with them.
Yeah.
Money, it's all about money, man. When there's money involved, all of a sudden the lights are turned on everywhere. It's like,
yep.
What the hell?
Yep.
Oh my God! I got like some agita or something. I got some like food.
So yeah, sometime at this point, I think I got to get the RC back on there because that's 625 millimeter native, and I'd like to get that back up, do some galaxies again.
Okay.
And that's
pretty at 620 at 625. You were pretty successful at 625.
16.
Oh, 1625. That's where,
1625 at F8. So
okay.
It's just,
because,
I messed with the collimation and everything with it about a year ago. Got a little frustrated. I put it away. And I just need to take the time and get it right and put it up.
Yeah. I mean, here I'll share a few pictures. Of this was past galaxies that I had. Just so we can, we're talking here. And
one of the things too that I changed was I have now the OAG, which would be so much better with that RC.
Yeah.
Than doing all on axis,
Kill that. And the wrong thing. And what in the world?
What the hell?
That.
What is that?
I don't want that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the heck that is. So I'm just gonna kill that. I don't know what the hell that was.
I'm getting questions on Discord too about the 585 from.
Oh yeah, I saw a lot of stuff popping up. So the 585 is that a square sensor or
no? It's
crop?
like it's really widescreen kinda.
Oh really?
It's really. I mean, if I could pull it up, you're gonna see. Whoa. If I can pull it up.
It's not an APS-C. It's
it's really a weird
like a crop 3/4 or something. Or
I'll show you the picture right now. Give me a second because Player One's webpage always gives me a kind of like don't do it. You're going outside the United States, and it's kind of like so.
But that's one of those ones that brags no amp glow.
Oh yeah, no, it's no amp glow. Yeah. But here you go. Here's how it looks. That's how the sensor looks. You can't see that. I'm sorry.
No.
Hold on, sir. I'll change it to output. Output, and this should have changed on its own. It didn't. There you go. Now you can see it.
Oh wow! Look at that.
That's how the sensor looks, and it's super widescreen.
It's like cinematic.
And there's the specs on it. So it's 6x11, 1 by 1.2 inch. So it's really to your point. It's really cinematic. Totally is. But this is a C. I don't think they make a mono version of the 585. At least not yet. IMX585 mono. Mono. I don't think they do. Yeah, they don't, as far as I know. Nobody now.
See, I wonder if that's something that they took out of something that was a video camera style sensor, because obviously most video cams are color sensors, and they just adapted
this I just
to an
saw
AstroCam.
From Cloudy Nights. It looks like a 585 mono is coming.
Okay.
This is a press release from Sony that was on Cloudy Nights, so I can't take any credit for doing it. I just did a really quick search on it, but it looks like it is coming. I don't see a date on it at all on when, but it is coming. So that would be a good thing. That's going to be, because you know what? Not for nothing, the 585.
Yeah, what kind of specs does it have as far as QE and?
Oh no, it's
well depth.
I'll tell you right now. So 585. Where's the specs out of real quick? And let's see. 47,000 full well. Obviously, no amp glow. Give me a second on the quantum efficiency. Why is this so big? There we go. Anti-do, back focus. Let's see. Additional information. All right. So 91% quantum efficiency, 12-bit camera. 2.9
it's only 12-bit.
It's only 12-bit. But that's the whole thing with the 585 is to get somewhere in between that, that 16-bit and that high price range, but still have the quantum efficiency that of those high efficient cameras. And you know what? You take a look at it. I mean, what is the What is
Holy cow!
The Uranus C Pro goes for what? I think $700. No, less. It's like $600. $599. I think it goes for.
So that's really good price range for a camera like that.
Yeah. So if you go mono, and it's still a 12-bit camera because it's the same chip, right? If you go mono, usually it's about 100 to 150 more. So now you're talking $749 for a 12-bit mono camera.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's going to basically put the 183s and the 294s.
Yep.
Forget it. Don't even buy them anymore.
Yeah. We're just moving on. We're just moving on.
Yep.
Here's something that Ernie just posted that in Discord.
Oh, I saw that. It looked beautiful.
You know, and this is, I'm going to share this so for folks who aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks great.
Come here. Share this. This is. Can you guys see this?
Hold on, let me make it bigger so I can see it. Because
that's his C14 with the.
This is a C4. Right? Yeah, this is a C14 with the reducer, but this is only 21 minutes.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It is 21 minutes, and you're still getting this kind of detail. This is a testament of not only the optics, but the camera, really. With these low read noise cameras, and I'm
looking at it right now. Yeah, look at
crazy.
This. I see a bunch of little fuzzies all over the place, man. It's crazy.
I mean, you got a little guy right there. You have here, of course.
I'm curious what that would look like at native.
Yeah.
Sure.
I bet it'd look really good.
Yeah, for sure. But it just goes to show, you know, technology and these cameras.
So and the edge, those Celestron edges are unbelievable.
Yep, they are. They're pretty impressive.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Nice. So yeah, we got quite a few. Jason, he's dropping in with from RC8. He just dropped in one of M51. I mean,
that's 16 hours of his though.
Yeah,
but it's Portal 7.
Yeah, well, you got to put the time in on those because you know where he's at.
Yeah, where's he? He's just south.
He's in Chicago.
Right?
Yeah, he's near Eric.
Yeah, he's near Eric.
He's South Illinois.
yeah, he's more southern, I believe.
Yep.
But
yeah, well, that's a good question, Chris. Is that a binned image? I'm just curious. 25 miles from Chicago. That's where he's at.
Okay. Excuse me.
Well, it looks like I'll be going to Chicago again in October somewhere. So.
All right, cool. So we can hang out.
Yeah.
Got to figure out the next restaurant to hit.
We got to bring Pellegrini this time. Yeah.
There you go.
I got yelled at the last time.
Deep dish. You gotta have some deep dish.
I can't.
No, Eric doesn't like deep dish. So we did deep dish without Eric the night before.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like pizza's my Achilles.
I got deep dish pepperoni, layered pepperoni they had. Yeah. So it was like sauce, then pepperoni, then cheese, and more pepperoni, then more cheese, and then more pepperoni. So it's like. Yeah. It was like, what was that place you sent me to?
I get heartburn just looking at that pizza.
What was that place you sent me to, Eric? For the deep dish?
Oh, Luminati's.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Luminati's, yes.
Oh, awesome. I could have eaten there for hours. I
was up there in June last year for a friend's wedding. We went to Lou's and it was so good.
Yeah, that's definitely a stomach killer for me because I love that. I love my pizza. I'm from New York. I love my pizza. If you got good pizza, even though the New Yorkers, they call it the Brooklyn style thin crust kind of pizza, it's not really a Brooklyn style. If you ever had some pizza in Brooklyn, Kind of sucks, man. It's pretty bad. But I've had some really.
New Haven's the best, apparently.
New Haven does not have the best pizza. New Haven doesn't have the best anything. They have nothing that's the best. Zero. Nobody wants to go to New Haven. Nobody goes to New Haven. It's like going to Rhode Island. Nobody wants to go there. It's just there. although I do have to say New Haven does have some nice schools and some, and if I could afford it, I'd probably live there. But it's very expensive. It's almost as expensive as Long Island.
Oh God.
No, New Haven's really nice. I actually went in a job interview with New Haven a couple years back for Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, there you go.
And I was gonna. They offered me the job. I turned them down. But so you can do.
Oh. Yeah. Jason's like, yeah, I like thin and foldable.
Yeah.
Or you like a pie. You like a thick pie.
I like my pizza pie.
I like every type of pizza for some reason.
No, I gotta say I'm very specific with my pizza. I like my pizza a certain way, and although I like deep dish, I do. I will literally critique my pizza slice, and I have blacklisted pizza places from ever being ordered from in my household ever again. So,
have you ever watched Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports?
Yes,
pizza
I have.
Oh my God, they're hysterical.
I have. Although I'm very partial to Bar Rescue. So.
Oh yeah.
I love that guy. That guy's great. Even though it's all fake and it's all scripted, I don't care. I love it. It's all hilarious. What are you doing? I have no idea what he said. He's like, you thought that this was going to be okay? Did you think this was going to be okay? How do you think this is going to be okay? And he's got that face. He's trying to be like Robert De Niro. He's like,
it's like Gordon Ramsay and Kitchen Nightmares.
Oh yeah. Don't mess. That's my man. That's my man, Gordon Ramsay.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, we merged the pizza with the astronomy, and we get the pizza astronomy.
yes, we do.
It's when the moon hits your eye
like a big pizza pie. That's the morning.
There you go. We're merging them.
Yes. So we're making an astronomy mosaic. That's what we're doing.
There it is.
That's right.
There it is. But yeah, no. Getting back to photography, Eric, oh yeah, okay, Corin. Let me know. But Galaxy season is going to be pretty cool. I mean, I've already got my Edge 8 already out there mounted, and I'm already working on a few things over in Leo. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be, and I'm hoping to, once I get this project done, hop over and start galaxy hopping maybe. It just depends on the weather,
Yep.
If there's
doesn't it always, unfortunately?
Yeah, it does. If there is a particular galaxy that you would love to image this time of year, do you have a particular one, Dan? Dave, do you have a particular one? What do you guys?
What about you? I wish I could see the sombrero. It's just not.
Okay. That's a good one.
It's not in my line of sight. The trees, just forget it.
I still want a better image of 106. I do. I want a better image of 106.
I did that last year and got a pretty good image, but I think this year I'm going to do it again and see what I can get. Now that I have the 2600 or the 26M, I did it last year with the 294. So
yeah, I'm thinking I'd like to get to sombrero myself. Right now, the ones that I am working on, whenever I get the opportunity, depending on the skies, there's a couple I'm working on, Chris. One is NGC 2905, which is in Leo. And I'm also working on M94.
Okay.
Messier 94.
Which one's 94? Is that the vacuum cleaner? No, that's...
No.
That's a sunflower? Sunflower, isn't it?
I think
that's 60.
No, it's not the sunflower. I think it's the cat's eye.
Let's see. M94. Blah, 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 blah. No big name on it. It's just M94, it looks like.
Yeah.
I don't see a
name.
name.
Good. That's a cool looking galaxy.
It is a cool looking galaxy. If you get that kind of, I'm looking at the wonderfully accurate Wikipedia again, and yeah, all the pictures are from Hubble and all that.
Yeah.
So
I like the sunflower. That one's a cool one too.
The sunflower is cool. I like the sunflower.
So yeah, because here, if I share my screen here real quick, the croc eye. Thank you, the croc eye.
Oh, croc's eye, yeah.
Yeah, the croc's eye. So right now, share really quick, just a couple of.
That just goes to prove that Wikipedia is not very accurate.
So this is the croc's eye. This is the luminance. And this is 5 minutes. This has been 2x2.
Oh yeah. Let's see
if you guys can see this one.
I lost your look for a second. I can't make you bigger for some reason. Let's see. There we go.
Yeah. M109 is a cool one too. That's
so this is the croc eye.
Looks like you're gonna need some reach for that.
Yeah, you do. Then there is, if I go to my other, so that's M94 and 2903. I'm going to go with grab the luminance here. So, yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
And this one's
that's
also
gonna come out nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to just getting a lot more data. It's all about getting more data.
Which one is that?
This one is 29 NGC 2903 in Leo.
Wow. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of outer stuff there that you're gonna get.
Yeah, you can see it all the way out to here and out here.
Yeah, you can see it. You can really see it. And so with this one, I mean, I've even gone after. You see some hydrogen here. I mean, there's got some hydrogen in there too, so I'm going to throw that hydrogen out there.
That's going to look good.
So it's going to look, I think it'll look good. But this is using Star Tools as far as the recommendations within Star Tools, the software.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm even setting up different calendar, different schedules. And it gives me recommendations, if you can see down here.
Yep.
Based off of a particular day. So right now, if I went to tonight, there is really nothing because of just where the moon is right now.
Yeah, how bright.
It's not recommending anything. But if I moved over to maybe I don't know, maybe I'll say March 4th. And let's just take a quick look here. Here, luminance. I can get quite a bit of time. Yeah, 75-minute images. Again, it tells me what it estimates or expects the signal to noise ratio to be. And if I went to 2905, like it's telling me 108. 1 minute, but I'll adjust the schedule to go 3 minutes. So I usually go like 2 or 3 minutes on my colors. But it's also giving me an SNR here, a signal to noise ratio, 15 out of 16.
Well, that's so 1 minute. If you're doing 2 or 3 minutes, then potentially you'll drop to.
Yeah. So because if I go back here and I go imaging, Actually, maximum exposure. I'm kind of surprised because I'm telling you to do a maximum exposure of 3 minutes. So kind of curious. Yeah, and I'm usually doing like 0 gain for my RGB, and luminance is at 100.
And you're a bin 2 for everything too, so.
Yeah, I do bin 2 for everything. Yep. Yeah, that's because it's the Schmidt, So.
Yep.
And I'm using that the 533. So.
Yep.
But yeah, so I'm working on quite a few here. I'm hoping maybe I can even target the Medusa Nebula.
Oh,
it's got some. I may have some opportunity to go after the Medusa Nebula. So we'll see.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Well, we got some stuff. It's already almost 10 o'clock already.
Yeah. We still got to do image of the month and all that stuff.
Yeah. So let's get cracking.
Yeah. Yep. Let's do it.
Release the Kraken.
Release the hounds.
So let me go over here and break out. Go to the dashboard here. Let's see what we got.
Image of the month.
Yeah.
I had 2 in this month.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. They were both good. That's the problem. They'll probably split the vote and somebody will go right ahead of me.
Yeah.
We have 67 votes.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
So, all right. Let's go back here and I'll share the screen and we can do a quick recap of the nominees. So we'll go back here to the image of the week page. Again, this was a really cool. Jason, well done, man. Mm-hmm. I guess you know what? Nobody wanted to, compete with you, so nobody could match that. So they were like, you know what? I'm done. Nope, not this week. Nope. It's all good. Give it to Jason. So, but well done, man. So we got March 1st is the next image of the week contest, the first one for the month of March. And let's see here. We've already got the image of the month is already done. So let's hop on over here. And here we are. There is our winner, NGC 1333. 48 votes. Tom, dang, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Congratulations, Tom. Well done.
Dave.
Hey, it is what it is.
It is. Yeah. But let me see if I can find that image. Let's see. Here we are.
1333.
Oh, yeah. The embryo.
Yeah, that was
That's
a really
right.
good image.
That's right. Yeah, it was the embryo.
There we go. The embryo galaxy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, really is. So
the colors in that, to me, almost match the row of Fucus colors. I mean,
it's just such a spooky looking.
It is. It really is.
And if you just turn it like about 20 degrees counterclockwise, it looks like God from Star Trek V.
Okay.
You see it? There's the eyes and the mouth and the beard and the hair in the background.
Yeah.
No, in all fairness, nobody wants to remember Star Trek V, but I'm just saying that that's what it reminded me of.
So, I mean, it's got such a crazy mix. I mean, you got the blue of what almost looks like the Iris galaxy.
Yep, the Iris Nebula.
You've got the Iris. Thank you, the Iris Nebula. And yeah, this is just
Those
crazy.
red hot stars in the center of that black.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, it's
and just the dark nebulosity. It's wow. Yeah, I agree with you.
Really good.
Awesome.
I love it.
So, congrats.
Nice. Nice job, Thomas.
Yeah, good job, Tom.
He's like, shut up, Tom.
I'll get you next time.
Shut up,
I'll
Tom.
get you.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. All right, let me see if I can get this whatchamacallit up, this lovely Mars Cam giveaway thing for the Masters of Pix Insight. There we go. And oh wow, it didn't save. All right, let me grab the new one real quick because we have more people than that, I think. Yeah, just give me 1 second. I got like sniffles or something. I don't know what's going on. Come on, slow WordPress. Let's go. And Raffle Press. We're gonna give away a free Masters of Pix Insight class, and I'm just downloading real quick. Users, export users. Yeah, we got 45 people now, and if you haven't joined up for any of these lovely giveaways, go to astroweb.com and you'll be able to sign up for anything you want. So, and desktop, and where is it? Is it 217? No, it's 223. There it is.
All right. What I did is
go ahead.
That. Yeah, one thing I was thinking of, I was running this past Robin and, getting her thoughts is, I'm working on my Astro with Eric website, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm thinking of doing is adding in a calendar, an imaging calendar of basically what is Eric imaging like either this week or what have you. With maybe kind of like, the schedule here with with Star Tools and say, okay, I'm imaging these targets or this target and I'm viewing luminance and stuff. And maybe that'll be something that, beginners or people who are interested in or looking for a target who may even be in, the northern hemisphere, or maybe even in close to our altitudes, to say, oh, that may not be a bad target to go after, and maybe if they have using a mono camera, say, oh, Derek's doing luminance today. Well, if I have a clear sky, I probably do luminance today too, or something
there you
like
go.
that. Something that maybe a little bit more collaborative, maybe, or interactive, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, a little live stream.
Yeah, a little bit.
All
What
right,
do you think?
I think that's cool. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I used to do that a long time ago. I like when I first started AstroWorld, and I kind of stopped. But I was getting it's easy to get people to come in. I mean, literally, like people jump in, jump out. Next thing you know, you got a couple hundred views just because you're just chilling out, doing imaging and answering questions. It's
yeah.
All right, I got this running here.
Okay, cool.
All right, so here we go. So if you take a look here, this is the Masters of Pix Insight website. And the next one is going to be Photon the Photos 19. And if you want to know more info, and if you don't win, you want to buy this, you can buy it for $35. And right now they are doing the Dolphin Head Nebula. So they're going to spend 2 hours from beginning to end, not stacking, but once it's done with the stack, they're going to be doing this object. So it's pretty cool. So if you win tonight, you can go to that. If not, you can register and buy it for $35. Not bad. So here we go. So here it is. We have 44 people in here, and we're going to do the spinning of the wheel. Here we go. Free class, Masters of Pix Insight class, and it goes to Oh, Nathan, you just missed it. Tom Beckerman. Tom Beckerman, I'll send you an email and you'll be able to redeem your voucher for that Masters of Pixels class. You don't have to use it for this one coming up. You can use it for whatever you want. So if you're just starting, you could do with the Pix Insight for Newbies, which is coming up after the Photons to Photos. So
cool.
Congratulations to Tom. All righty. You missed it by that much.
Missed it by that much. Yeah.
My sister did that to me once. So yeah, so that's it. That's it for tonight, I think. We spoke everything from barbecues to astrophotography. So I mean, I think that's
well, hey, it's Friday. It's Friday. This is where if I had hair, I'd probably let it down a little bit.
Yeah, well, you can wear a wig the next time. Don't worry.
Yeah. But just chilling out, cutting loose.
Final thoughts, everybody. Final thoughts, and then we could call it a weekend, and I could have another glass of wine and chill out with the wife.
There you go.
Congratulations, Tom, on his image of the month. Him and I are doing a collaboration, so we'll see how that does next week.
You and Eric are?
Tom.
No, you and Tom. Okay.
Yeah,
no. He wants to work with somebody good.
Oh. that kicks me out. So I mean.
So and then hopefully I'll be able to figure out what's going on with my camera. Hopefully it's just a glitch. And
I hope so. If not, did you buy that from me or no?
I think I got it through.
No, you bought the other one. You bought the GP3.
Yeah, LS and S, but they're all good. So.
No, they are good. They're fine. Heisinger, Chris, and those guys over there are really good. So
hopefully it's just.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Jason. Final thought: why is it snowing here?
Not snowing in New York.
Not snowing in Virginia.
Yeah,
we had that lovely. I don't know, the 3.5 inches of snow where everybody thought we were getting pummeled by snow. Lovely fake news that was put on all over the weather channels. The only thing that got pummeled was northern New Jersey and northern New York. Long Island and New York City got gots.
Yeah, we got nothing either.
Yeah,
we were supposed to get 3 or 4 inches, and we got squat.
We were supposed to get 5 to 8. That's what they said, 5 to 8. You know what it came out? It came out to be 3.5.
We got squat.
Somebody must have got their weather channel from Wikipedia. So. All right, Eric, final thoughts?
No, just everybody have a great weekend. And if you can get out here, well, this is probably not the best time to go imaging. Get a full moon and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you know what? It's a good time to try stuff.
It is a good time to try stuff. It's a good
time to try stuff. So if you just bought a guide scope and you want to get it focused, or you just bought a new piece of product, or you want to try a new cable or a new software program, this is the time to do it, because you know what? You're not doing, unless if you're doing lunar or planetary, you're not doing much of anything this weekend. So
that is true. That's a good point. That's a good point.
You got to sharpen the saw, right? You got to sharpen the saw. You got to stay in practice. Don't listen to me, because I don't practice.
But have a great weekend, everybody, nonetheless.
Awesome. All right. Well, everybody, don't forget our next guest is Guido Orleman. It's going to be a Saturday. It's Saturday, the 28th? No, March 9th? March 9th, yes. March 9th is going to be a 2:00 show, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to have 3 shows. You got to have us 3 times that week. We'll do Friday night and Saturday afternoon. So come on and hang out with us on Guido's night. It's going to be really cool to have him on the show, and it's going to be a blast. So that being said, we got a lot of good guests coming up. We got a new moon coming within the next couple weeks, and something that we didn't touch on, maybe we'll touch on it on Wednesday. Another fascinating thing is coming up in the astronomical community, and we bring it up every year. It's called the Messier Marathon. That's coming up very, very soon. And that's usually the new moon in March. And you get a kind of second chance in the new moon in April. You may not get them all, but you get most of them. But March is the month where you do the Messier Marathon. And that's what we're going to talk about probably coming, maybe next week, because we got to talk about scheduling and all your imaging people and all that. People do imaging and try and get them all too. They'll take like 30-second shots and try and get all 109, 110 in one night. So there's a way to do it. There's a way to schedule it. You got to start in Virgo because it's setting, and then you work your way the other way across as the things are setting. The problem is there's about a 2 to 3 hour gap where you're not doing anything because there's no Messier objects. And then you just got to wait for them all to rise, and then you get the rest of it. But anyway, we can talk about that coming next week. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us again for another Wednesday night edition of Beginners / Barbecues / Voodoo Stickers and Dune and all that. So thank you, everybody, for coming out and hanging out with us. We will see everybody again on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. I think that's going to be one of our last. We got about 3 or 4 9 p.m. Shows on Wednesday night, and then we're going to go to 8 p.m. So
8 p.m.
That will be on the schedule. I updated the schedule on AstroWorld.com, so it actually says something, and it actually has the dates, the times, and everything of the shows. So go check it out. Scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see the schedule of the show as well. So, all right, everybody. Well, have a great night. Enjoy your evening. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. Have a safe weekend, and get out there and image and practice if you can, because it's supposed to be a nice weekend in New York. So I'm going to be doing something. But I guess that's it.
There you go, man.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Take care, and remember, as always, to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we will see you Wednesday night. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.
Take care, everybody. Great weekend.